Capitol Police have said that ever since January 6th of last year, one of the things that have been on the department's mind is to make sure that what happened last year never happens again, and that means improvements in the months and almost a year since, from everything to how officers receive information, to the equipment that they use, to the actual improvements to infrastructure in and of itself, to make sure that everyone not only around campus is safe, but inside as well.
The U.S. Capitol Police say they are better prepared to handle an attack on the Capitol today than they were 1 year ago.
The department began significant work immediately after the 6th to fix the failures that occurred: intelligence failures, operational planning failures, leadership failures.
The attack on the U.S. Capitol exposed flaws in the security system. Since then, there have been more than a dozen reports with more than 100 recommendations on how to better protect the building and lawmakers.
Intelligence, operational planning, and getting our civil disturbance unit up to where it needs to be were the three biggest issues, and those are the ones that we worked on first, and those are the ones that, frankly, are largely completed.
Capitol Police say they are preparing for the one-year anniversary of the January 6th assault, but as of now, there are no credible threats suggesting that another attack is imminent.
We're aware of several events that are planned for Thursday. Most of them aren't of much concern to us.
But in the aftermath of the attack, Capitol Police have investigated a record number of threats made against lawmakers.
When we say threats, it's basically a concerning statement that we need to look into. Some of them do rise to the level of a crime. We investigate it as a crime, and there are cases where we make arrests and there's prosecution.
Law enforcement have also arrested more than 700 people who took part in last year's January 6th assault and are still looking for several hundred more. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Now, Police Chief Manger says, or is expected to testify before Congress tomorrow. He released prepared remarks where he's going to be talking about the emotional toll that what happened on January 6th took on his officers. So that is sure to be some compelling testimony, Lorenzo.
Yes, Skyler, you're talking about that emotional toll on the officers since that day, the trauma they have been dealing with since January 6th. What do we know about recruitment efforts? We know that hundreds of positions are still vacant to this day.
Right. Well, it's been relatively tough for the Capitol Police Department. Talking about that emotional toll that it's had on the officers, more than 100 have either retired or resigned since January 6th. And Police Chief Manger has said that they are down around 400 police officers. They've enlisted some help from the local police union to try to get some officers to try to patch that gap a little bit. But again, still a pretty big deficit when we're talking about where the department once stood. But again, they do feel as though they are prepared for whatever may happen on January 6th.
Yeah, even with the loss of 400 officers there. All right, Skyler, thank you so much.